Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. It is I, the LastGameHunter, and we are going to be looking at the Anet ET4 again. We did a build video a while back and people have been asking how to do a leveling and setup. So I am not a pro, but I do know what I need to do to set up my printer. So this is what we're going to do here today. And if you're here, thanks for tuning in. And don't forget guys, the best way to help this channel is to hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, if you want to share it, go ahead. So of course we're going to turn it on because we need to do that, and we're going to boot up the Anet 3D printer. So to do a setup, so first things first, you'll notice my bed here is a little bit different because I have the Ender magnetic piece added to this because I bought the Ender magnet stick-on, which is an absolute bonus. But the Ender, I guess the layer on this, it doesn't stick really well. And yeah, I need to buy a new metal. You'll see this one's metal. And that is really important because that's what sticks to the magnet. And it's, you can see where my printer has come down and hit and done all kinds of crazy stuff to my thing during trying to get used to it and set up. So it doesn't really happen anymore, but it is something because these are like $50. At least this one here was 48 or something like that Canadian. So it really gets costly. So what I do is I actually just lay this on top of this because the metal plates actually have a much better adhesive capability. So this is definitely the surface that you want to be using. Now what I do to clean this up is I just basically get a rubbing alcohol, okay? And basically this is 99%, so as good as it gets. I use this for doing electronic cleaning, and I will wipe the bed down. Now you don't need to do that all the time, but that is what I do when I need to make sure this is clean and ready to adhere. So anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to actually set this up. So I'm going to change camera angle because it's needed so you guys see what is done during this time. Okay, so as you'll see here, I wanted to go with a bed level look here, and the reason for that is for this video I want you to be able to see somewhat the screen. I mean, I'll just go through it and we'll talk about it, but the main thing here is this bed and seeing what it actually does to do the leveling. Okay, so for this you're going to need a sheet of paper. Yeah, a sheet of paper, because a sheet of paper is going to be our layer of levelness or thickness that we're going to use to do the whole entire leveling. So basically a sheet of paper will determine your height of your head from the surface. Okay, after you have your home setting, as you can see here, this is hitting, the red light is on, if you can see it reflecting off my fingers there, and we have a total issue because this can't move. Nothing can move here. This is jamming right down on the plate. Now if this was a glass plate, there's always chances of cracking it. I removed the glass plate and I recommend that to everybody. Okay, so as you can see here, after I hit the plus sign to do a center thing here, this is actually hitting. So it's hitting the bed, the light is lit up, you can't move the paper, and you need to elevate that. Now in my case I had to go quite a bit there, so that was pretty interesting. So now if I pull the paper, it moves. Now what you want to do is you want to go back 1, still moves. Now here's where the paper gets important. Back again, still moves. I'm going to go back 2. I'm still moving, as you can see. I'm going to do another 2, and now my light came on, but it's still moving, which is not what I need. I need it to be, and I'll show you. Getting there. When you push, your paper should fold like this. You're not trying to push it hard, because then you're going to have it too low on the bed. But if you try to push it in, you'll see that the paper's going to fold, and that tells me that is done. So now I'm going to hit OK. Now that's how you do the center head. Let's see if it all stays in the same spot. And I could probably go down one more. Okay. So what I'm going to do here again, I'm going to hit OK. Alright, so now we're getting the print head leveled. Now the print head manual was done by these buttons right here. I might be in the way here. As you can see, there's a minus and plus right here. Hopefully the camera's seeing that proper. And that is only for the print head, okay? For each corner here going on, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3. So 1 is the back corner. I believe it's the back corner. We'll hit 1. So we're on 1 now. In order for this to be leveled proper, okay, you have to adjust these screw things here at the bottom. So when I'm turning it clockwise, I'm tightening it. I'm making it the bed go up. When I turn it counterclockwise, I'm actually pulling on the spring, allowing freedom. So what we need to do now is we need to do that exact same thing. There we go. Okay? So now we're going to move on to number 2. Same thing again. Now in this case, I'm probably going to tighten a little more. So counterclockwise. And now we're free. Now we're going to go clockwise. A little too tight. There we go. So there's 1 and 2 done. Now let's do number 3. Now in this, you do not touch any of the up and downs, because if you do, you mess up the head, not these. You mess up the head. So remember, the digital part was only the centering the head. Everything else is manual by the knobs. So we have a little too tight. No, I'm going the right way. No, now I'm going the wrong way. There we go. So of course, counterclockwise tightens this up. Oh, now we're too loose. Too loose. Now we're going clockwise. There we go. So now we're going to go to number 4. Okay. So now that we're at number 4 seems to be very off. So number 4 is very loose. And I was actually having an issue where my print head was riding a little high, and I'll show you that in a different thing. But here we go. Let's... a little loose. This one's an oddball. Alright, so now... so I went counter. Now I'm going clockwise to fix how loose that is. There we go. You can pull, but you can't push. That is the key. Pull, but you can't push. Okay? As you can see now, I'm not hitting anymore. I can pull, but I can't push. So guys, I hope that helps out. That is the paper method. I've seen a few other people do it. It looks pretty much the same as what I've said. And it is very important because if you don't level your printer, one, it's not going to print proper. One, the adhesion is not going to go down and sit proper. You're just going to have issues. And I'm telling you right off the hop, once the issues start, they don't seem to go away. So I hope this helps out anybody, even with a different brand of printer. This is the Anet ET4, but I'm sure this is the exact same principles on any printer with this exact setup. This is a self-leveling bed. So I have it set in the program to every time to do an auto leveling, and that is done per piece by piece by piece. And that is so that every time I print, it does hopefully be as accurate as possible. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this did help you out. And I know, like I said, people have asked for it. It's been a while. I haven't used my printer in a bit, but I have to use it now. So this is, I expected to use it much sooner. And I don't know, 3D printing is definitely a work project. It's not something you get into and think it's going to be the easiest thing in the world. It's not. It comes with its definite cons and of course its pros. So if there's any other questions or any other videos you want done on the Anet ET4, comment below and I'll see what I can do to provide that information for you. Till next time, guys, thank you for watching. Game over.